no way I can top that, so I'm just going to stay here and make it funny so nobody knows this. I'd like to start this off by reading a list of Scott's enemies. Like his, well, other than Sheridan, I guess. No, let's go to the real speech. So, Mara, you are so lucky to have Scott as your husband. He is so handsome, kind, and caring. I can't read your writing here, dude. So I've never given a best man speech before, but I went on the internet and it said, apparently you're supposed to tell a story about the first time that you met the group. So, the first time I met Scott, he was a mess. He couldn't walk, he couldn't talk. Went to the bathroom all over himself. So it's actually, it's been a long journey to get to this point tonight. We're sitting right now, you know, upright, articulate, clean underwear. You know, when we were kids, Scott didn't have a chance to get a word in edgewise because he lived with me and Jessica. I actually remember coming home one time, Jessica and I came home from college, and Mom mentioned it off the cuff one time, like, yeah, you know, Scott's really funny. And we're just like, Scott talks? And he's funny. But yeah, apparently, once we got out of the way. So I'd like to make a toast, but I didn't bring any bread or a toaster ringer either, so I'm just going to wing it. I'm also going to take a surprisingly left turn into the serious here. You know, comedy comes from a place of pain, and it took years of suffering to learn to be funny. But when I was in my darkest places, Scott was always my life. He was always the reason why, I mean, at certain times when I would just keep going. And he's just the best. I don't have to say anything more because I think you all know it, but you're my favorite person, Scott. Yeah. And Mara's very lucky to have you. And so, raise a glass to this. Yeah.